And hello everybody, welcome back to Next UK. Today, we've got a truly shocking and exclusive story, one that most mainstream outlets won't dare to touch. A brave Iranian dissident, risking everything, sending a secret message from inside Iran itself. Not to the BBC, not to the establishment media, but directly to GB News. And his warning? Chilling. He says Britain is sleepwalking into disaster, that while the UK government hesitates, while it refuses to take decisive action against Iran's regime, the consequences could spiral into something far worse, something on the scale of global conflict. And here's the real kicker. While the European Union has already taken steps to classify Iran's Revolutionary Guard as a terrorist organization, the UK still hasn't. Why? Why is Britain holding back, while its closest allies move forward? And even more importantly, what does that say to the millions of Iranians risking their lives right now, hoping the West is actually on their side? Because this isn't just politics. This is about courage, silence, and whether the UK government is willing to stand up or step aside. So in today's video, we're going to break down that exclusive message, hear from an Iranian dissident here in the UK, and ask the question no one in Westminster seems willing to answer. What is Britain actually doing? Let's get into it.
Did you know over 95% of our viewers aren't subscribed? Subscribing is free and helps us create more great content. Hit subscribe now and join our community.
I don't want to, take his hope about UK government. But as you know, we have in UK, we have lots of, even British people have many problem themselves with the British government. British government, unfortunately, I have to tell to my fellow Iranian who send a message to Great Britain channel, actually, GB News, I have to tell him, sorry to tell you, the British government are not really brave enough to prescribe IRGC as a terrorist organization, which is they are, as he said.
Well, on that, one of the messages I took from that was that I think he says that the people who are in Iran are of the view that Britain and America are the best allies that there are, and that Britain is a supporter of the people who have been trying to rise up against the Ayatollah, and that they seem to be very surprised that our government is not only not doing more proactively in this war, but actually that they're not prescribing the IRGC here in Britain.
Yeah, actually they're asking the, help to your great ally, which is our US. It's not something we have to ask. You, as a British government, should, without question, go and support your ally, if you are real ally. Since 100 years, every country around the world knows US and UK are best allies together. They stood in Iraq war, they stood together in Afghanistan war, in Libya, actually. What they done now with the Islamic Republic? The Islamic Republic, this is type of support to Islamic Republic. If you leave your ally alone in such a great war between, Satan and, good people, you choose the Satan side and don't action against them, it's really something serious.
Can I just ask you what you think when you see someone like that who has taken incredible risks to smuggle a video out to us here from within Iran? How do you feel watching him do that, knowing the potential danger that this puts him in?
I'm activist. I'm a journalist activist. I do a lot of activity in UK, in street of London. And when I see him, he take really big risk. When they recognize him, when they find him, his life will done. No joke. His life gonna be done. They will tag him as a spy for UK, and they will executing him. Very easy. The Islamic Republic are really terrorists. When I see, the video and I heard his voice had lots of hope in, and he think actually the UK government, after hearing his voice, going to be take action. And he's super brave. Really respect on him.
Well, it just shows how desperate people are, I think, doesn't it, now, for help?
They don't have any, you know, they don't have any help. You know, they asking everyone to help them without any view, any background. You know, the British government helped Ayatollahs come to power, 1979. They choose the side to being with the Ayatollahs. Right now, when someone from Iran send a message and said, please help us, means, okay, you have opportunity right now to change the...
Look, we seem to care a huge amount about people from Sudan. We seem to care a huge amount about people... And, OK, fair enough. But, you know, again, you've got people there that we know are in Iran that are really struggling. But, look, I will just say as well, we have gone to... for obvious reasons, I will not go into every single detail about how we've gone to protect that individual's identity and everything like that. But you will have seen some quite clear ones there, changing his voice and all of that stuff. So we've gone to extreme lengths to make sure that that individual is safe and that nothing can trace back to them from the Iranian regime, because we are fully aware of the risk, as was that individual. He was fully aware of the risks as well, clearly.
But in the end, I want to just add something. You know, the Iranians doesn't want to, you know, send the troops there, or, you know, British troops go there and fighting against the Islamic Republic. But you have to think about the oil price. In future, after the Islamic Republic, if you wanna have a good price on oil, you have to know deal with the Iranians in future.
Okay, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Look, thank you very, very much, Nihan Ghorbani there, who is an Iranian dissident as well. Look, lots to unpack there.